Wealth is not just numbers in a bank account. Wealth is a frequency, a vibration that the universe responds to, a quantum signature you emit into reality. The truth is, most people struggle to accumulate it not because of lack of effort, intelligence, or skill, but because their internal vibration is out of resonance with the wealth they desire. You can work harder, chase opportunities, and still feel invisible to abundance, because abundance responds to energy, alignment, and coherent intention, not desperation or stress. Quantum physics tells us that particles exist in a state of infinite potential until observation collapses them into reality. Your financial reality works the same way. Your wealth exists as a spectrum of possibilities, waiting for your consciousness to match it, focus on it, and amplify the signal. Joe Dispenza, Amit Goswami, and other quantum thinkers all agree. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs broadcast into the field, and the universe responds in kind. You are already influencing the reality of your finances, but are you in harmony with the frequency that attracts abundance? Let's examine what that frequency feels like. It's not anxiety, scarcity, or worry. It's not frantic hustling or comparison. The quantum frequency of wealth vibrates as confidence, clarity, gratitude, and expectancy. When you think, feel, and embody these qualities, your nervous system and energy field are aligned with abundance, creating coherence that attracts opportunities, insights, and resources. Like a tuning fork, your vibration resonates with compatible financial realities. Most people fail to match this frequency because they confuse action with alignment. Action alone is mechanical, it is the body moving. Alignment is internal resonance, the harmony of belief, emotion, and attention. You can work tirelessly, but if your vibration is fragmented, scattered, or dominated by fear, the universe responds to that signal. Your actions may yield temporary results, but wealth as a sustained, flowing, abundant state requires internal coherence at the quantum level. Historical mystics and modern quantum scientists converge here. Ancient systems of wisdom, the I Ching, Egyptian mystery schools, Vedanta, spoke of aligning one's energy with universal patterns to attract abundance. Tesla and other visionaries noted that the universe has mathematical codes, patterns, and resonances. Today, consciousness studies confirm that attention, intention, and coherence broadcast into reality. Matching the quantum frequency of wealth is not magic. It is science, metaphysics, and psychology converging into practical creation. Practical application begins with observation. Notice your current vibration around money. What emotions arise when you think of abundance? Fear, guilt, scarcity, frustration? Or curiosity, excitement, gratitude, expectation? Awareness of your current signal is the first step toward recalibration. You cannot change what you cannot see. By observing your internal financial state without judgment, you create a container for realignment. Next, focus on coherence. Heart-brain alignment, emotional resonance, and mental clarity are foundational. Breath, focus, and visualization bring your energy into a coherent state, allowing your internal vibration to match the abundance you desire. This is not wishful thinking. It is energetic tuning, creating the frequency that the field recognizes as compatible with wealth. Visualization amplifies the effect. See yourself living in abundance, not as a fantasy, but as a vibrational reality. Feel the emotions of success, security, and opportunity as if they are present now. This emotional resonance strengthens your signal. As Tesla, Dispenza, and Goswami all emphasize, the universe responds to coherent, focused vibration, not distracted desire. Wealth is already potential. Your alignment determines which aspect of that potential crystallizes. Yet, many get stuck here. They meditate, visualize, and try to think rich, but their subconscious beliefs sabotage the frequency. Old narratives about money, worth, or scarcity distort the signal. Shadow work is essential. Bring awareness to limiting beliefs, emotional blocks, and habitual patterns. Only by releasing internal friction can your vibration resonate at the level of abundance, allowing opportunities to flow effortlessly. The final foundational practice is grateful expectation. Gratitude is not just for what you have. It is a signal to the universe that you are receptive, aligned, and ready. Expectation is not anxiety or forcing outcomes. It is calm confidence that abundance is available and responsive to your frequency. Together, gratitude and expectancy create a coherent broadcast that wealth naturally aligns with. In Part 2, we will dive into advanced, practical steps to consciously match the quantum frequency of wealth, including daily exercises, mental-emotional calibration, and subtle energetic practices that amplify your resonance. Once mastered, opportunities, insights, and resources begin to align with astonishing precision. You will see wealth as not a struggle, but a dialogue between your consciousness and the universe itself. Matching the quantum frequency of wealth is less about chasing money and more about tuning yourself to a vibration that attracts abundance naturally. It begins with your nervous system, your emotional state, and your attention. When these three elements are coherent, you broadcast a signal that the universe responds to, and this is the difference between struggling for wealth and flowing with it effortlessly. Start with daily alignment. Each morning, before the distractions of the day take hold, center yourself in the heart and mind. Feel the pulse of abundance as if it is already present. Visualize resources flowing to you, opportunities appearing, and financial freedom expanding in every direction. Allow yourself to feel the emotions of wealth, security, excitement, clarity, and gratitude. Emotional resonance amplifies the frequency, making your internal vibration detectable by the field of potential. Observe how your subconscious beliefs interact with this practice. Many people say they want wealth, but internally, old patterns of scarcity, guilt, or fear distort the signal. Shadow work is essential. When limiting thoughts arise, notice them without judgment and consciously release them. Replace them with aligned affirmations. I am worthy of abundance. Opportunities flow effortlessly to me. I am in tune with the frequency of wealth. Each repetition rewires your nervous system and energy field, creating a coherent broadcast. Microactions are another key. Alignment is not passive. It is paired with deliberate, coherent steps. Small intentional actions, sending an email, exploring a new opportunity, or investing time in learning, act like amplifiers of the quantum signal. Each step taken from coherence strengthens your resonance, attracting larger, unexpected opportunities. The universe responds to signal plus action, not signal alone. Pay attention to synchronicities. When you match the frequency of wealth, subtle cues begin to appear. Numbers repeating, unexpected connections, timely insights, or unplanned resources. These are not coincidences. They are the universe confirming your alignment. Act on them consciously. The more you respond, the stronger your resonance becomes, and the more fluidly abundance flows. Life begins to reflect the clarity of your internal vibration. Energy management is critical. Stress, distraction, and overwork fracture the signal, scattering energy and reducing coherence. Daily practices like meditation, heart-centered breathing, or movement aligned with intention stabilize the nervous system and reinforce your frequency. Even a few minutes of conscious energy work amplifies the signal, allowing wealth to flow more smoothly. You are not just thinking about abundance, you are vibrationally tuning yourself to receive it. Visualization can be taken further with a quantum abundance spiral. Imagine the number 3 as creation, your capacity to generate ideas and opportunities. The number 6 represents balance, harmonizing effort, timing, and relationships in your financial pursuits. The number 9 represents infinite potential, the field of wealth waiting to respond. Mentally spiral these numbers together while feeling the emotional state of abundance. The vibration created collapses potential into reality, aligning your consciousness with opportunities that reflect your resonance. Gratitude and expectation work together as a high-frequency amplifier. Gratitude signals that you are receptive, aligned, and coherent. Expectation, free from anxiety, communicates that you trust abundance will manifest. Together, They create a stable, powerful signal that resonates at the quantum level. Wealth is not pursued. It is magnetized through your energy, focus, and emotional coherence. Daily journaling reinforces this process. Record moments of alignment, synchronicity, or insight. Note micro-actions that led to unexpected returns or connections. Over time, patterns emerge, revealing how your consciousness interacts with the field of wealth. This reflective practice sharpens perception and allows for faster, more precise alignment in the future. You begin to anticipate opportunities rather than chase them, acting from a space of clarity rather than desperation. Relationships and collaboration also respond to your frequency. When your internal vibration is aligned with abundance, your interactions shift. Opportunities to create value, co-create projects, or exchange resources appear naturally. Other people resonate with your energy, and doors open that were previously invisible. Wealth is not a solo journey. It is a field phenomenon, where your internal coherence amplifies external connection and resource flow. The next level of practice involves subtle energetic awareness. Notice how your body, intuition, and environment respond to aligned action. Microfluctuations in attention or emotion can either strengthen or weaken your signal. Learning to fine-tune your vibration moment by moment allows for consistent resonance with wealth at deeper, more effortless levels. Over time, you become a living antenna, continuously broadcasting coherence and attracting abundance naturally. In Part 3, we will explore advanced mastery of the quantum frequency of wealth, showing how to integrate high-level alignment into every aspect of life, from decision-making and creativity to relationships and opportunity manifestation. We'll reveal how sustained coherence transforms temporary gains into lasting prosperity and makes wealth a natural expression of your being. Once these practices are internalized, abundance is no longer a pursuit. It is a natural outcome of your conscious, aligned presence. Mastering the quantum frequency of wealth is no longer about effort, hustle, or chasing opportunities. It is about embodying the vibration of abundance at every level, mind, heart, and body, so that wealth naturally aligns with you. At this stage, alignment becomes habitual. Coherence is your default state, and opportunities flow effortlessly because your energy resonates at the frequency the universe recognizes. Start by integrating alignment into decision-making. Every financial choice, investment, or opportunity should be approached from a coherent state, where clarity, emotional balance, and intentional focus guide action. When your attention is unified with your inner resonance, even small actions ripple outward, magnifying results. You become a magnet for wealth, not because you are chasing it, but because your vibration naturally draws compatible outcomes. Advanced visualization takes this further. Instead of seeing wealth as a distant goal, experience it as already present. Feel the flow of money, resources, and opportunities circulating through your life. Sense the ease, freedom, and impact that abundance brings. Engage all senses. Imagine the sounds, the movement, the feeling of having aligned wealth, and spiral it through your consciousness. This deep embodiment collapses the potential into tangible reality, reinforcing the frequency at a quantum level. Emotional mastery is critical. Fear, scarcity, and comparison distort your vibration, scattering energy and weakening the signal. Calm, excitement, gratitude, and confidence strengthen resonance. Your nervous system literally broadcasts this coherence into the field. Joe Dispenza calls it raising your electromagnetic signature. When your internal state is coherent, the universe responds accordingly. Wealth becomes a reflection of your internal harmony, not just external action. Subtle signs and synchronicities are now amplified. Repeated numbers, timely connections, intuitive nudges, or unexpected opportunities appear as confirmation that your frequency is active. The key is conscious engagement, noticing, acknowledging, and acting upon these signals. Each response strengthens your alignment, creating a feedback loop that accelerates manifestation. Life begins to reflect the precision of your internal vibration, and abundance flows as naturally as breathing. Integration into relationships is profound. When your vibration is aligned with wealth, interactions shift. Collaboration, co-creation, and exchange become effortless. People, opportunities, and resources resonate with your frequency. Relationships no longer drain or distract, but become channels for abundance. This is why sustained coherence amplifies not only personal wealth, but the flow of wealth through your environment. Daily embodiment practices solidify mastery. Begin each day with heart-centered breathing and a brief visualization of abundance. Throughout the day, maintain awareness of your emotional state, responding to challenges with coherence rather than reaction. Reflect in the evening, noting moments of alignment, synchronicity, and insight. Over time, these practices become automatic. Your nervous system, energy field, and consciousness operate in a state of constant resonance with wealth. Advanced practitioners also engage in intentional frequency calibration. This involves noticing subtle fluctuations in attention, thought, or emotion and consciously restoring coherence when misalignment arises. A brief pause, a breath, or a heart-centered focus can recalibrate the system, preventing small distortions from weakening the overall vibration. Your alignment becomes dynamic, adaptive, and self-sustaining, continuously guiding wealth toward you. The next level involves acting from resonance, not desperation. When opportunities appear, approach them from clarity and coherence rather than fear or urgency. The universe responds not to frantic energy but to steady, intentional, and aligned action. This is the difference between temporary gains and sustainable abundance. By maintaining the quantum frequency of wealth, you convert short-term results into long-term prosperity. Visualization, attention, and action converge into a single rhythm. Your life becomes a continuous dialogue with the field of potential, where every thought, emotion, and step is coherent with your desired financial reality. You no longer chase wealth, you invite it through presence and alignment. Opportunities accelerate, creative solutions appear, and abundance flows in ways that seem effortless but are deeply intentional. Gratitude remains the amplifier. Celebrate every manifestation, every synchronicity, and every sign of alignment. Gratitude signals to the field that you are receptive, coherent, and attuned. Expectation, free from fear or attachment, reinforces confidence and trust in the process. Together, they create an energy signature that attracts wealth naturally, turning your life into a living demonstration of quantum resonance in action. Finally, remember, wealth is not about accumulation alone. It is about energy, freedom, and alignment with universal flow. By matching the quantum frequency of wealth, you transform not just your finances, but your perception of possibility, your relationships, your creativity, and your sense of purpose. You become a conscious co-creator, capable of attracting and sustaining abundance as a natural expression of your being. If this resonates, subscribing ensures you continue receiving advanced techniques to amplify alignment, coherence, and manifestation. Each video deepens your mastery, helping you sustain the quantum frequency of wealth across all areas of life. Abundance is not a distant goal, it is a vibrational reality waiting for your conscious signal. To close, remember, wealth is a frequency, not a number. Align your mind, heart, and body. Observe consciously. Act coherently. Feel gratitude and expectation. Collapse infinite potential into reality by broadcasting a consistent, coherent signal. When you do this, opportunities accelerate, abundance flows, and the universe responds to the observer it can hear most clearly. You are not chasing wealth, you are matching the frequency it already exists on. Step into it now and watch your reality transform.